She knows how to win, Warren. She's won 3 out of 5, and she'll put herself up close to the speed one would imagine. Robbie Griffiths and Nathan Punch combining here, $7.
Second up, that was her victory this preparation at Echuca last start. She performed well first up behind Artie Moe off a long spell, so she showed good improvement first up to second up off a lengthy spell, and she could only be further improved with that run under her belt. You'd like to see him put in that good run second up after a long spell. She did that by winning last start.
Grand Gallop is number 3, who's drawn wide. Mark Riley, Steve Baster. But there's a bit of confidence around Grand Gallop's chances today. $6.50 into $6.
Good performance, no excuses behind Appalachian Annie, but that's good form over the 1,000 metres at Moonee Valley last start. Fitter with that run under her belt. Got that awkward draw, but she's got some good natural speed. You'd think that she may well be able to offset that and get somewhere either 1-1 or even go right forward and get somewhere right on the speed, maybe even outside the lead, and she's already a second up winner.
Day after tomorrow is number 4 for Heath Connors, who's already had a winner today. Ryan Maloney with the ride. Now she's drawn the extreme outside alley. $11 out to 14, but the wide alley didn't stop the stablemate winning earlier in the day.
No, well ridden from back in the field and circled and got the job done. Day after tomorrow's last couple of runs have been okay. I thought the first up run at Ballarat behind Baludi was good. That form reference has held up well. It's big odds on that occasion and pretty big odds at Moonee Valley, but that race didn't pan out to suit her. She did run last at Moonee Valley, but the race didn't pan out for her. With those 2 runs under her belt, got that tricky barrier draw as the stablemate had earlier. I think she's going better than her last start suggests. Her first up run was encouraging.
Scratch 5, 6 Cocklebiddy had a forcible spell after bleeding at her last run. She's a $21 chance resuming today.
Was going well leading into that race where she did bleed, and the win at Seymour 2 starts back when Ollie gave her a peach of a ride. Getting up nearer the inside was terrific. So gets that good barrier today. She'll probably get off the speed a bit at 1,100 metres first up. No official barrier trials, but I'd expect her to be strong late.
Pure Reality is number 7 for the training partnership of Max Hinton and Mitch Beer. And Damien Lane has the ride here. And for a Damien Lane ride, there's a 20-1 chance.
Gets the blinkers on, freshened up, and things didn't work out at Moonee Valley last start. So I'd actually be prepared to concede to put a pen through her last 2 runs. And she's on the fresh side here. She's capable on the fresh side, and she's got the blinkers on. When the blinkers go on a horse on the fresh side, to me that indicates that they've done sufficient grounding to be fit enough to take advantage of the blinkers. So certainly one worth considering for including in at least your wider multiples.
Scratch 8, then we get down to Safari Ann, number 9, who's 2 out of 2, but she hasn't raced since June. She's 280 out to 330 on track.
That spell and the reason away from the track is obviously some concern, and Colin Little's got to make sure that she's back in good order, but he wouldn't be bringing her to the races unless he was confident she was at least ready to step out, and her recent jump out was encouraging. As you mentioned, her 2 performances on the track today have been terrific, and she was able to go to a 2-year-old fillies open handicap after winning a 2-year-old fillies maiden. That's not easy to do, to go to that Saturday level and win, and she did that and did it with a good grinding victory. I think she's a very smart mare in filly in the making.
10 a late scratching. 11 is Florel for George Osborne and Dean Holland. Steady at $8 in the market.
Got recent racing under her belt, and for that reason has match fitness on a number of rivals, particularly Safari Ann. But she was good at Kyneton, rode to suit the pattern last start, got the job done, and you'd think she'd be in a forward position again today.
Scratch 12, 13 Comic Miss is a stablemate to King's Command, who won the previous event. First up here for the Corstons team and Steve King. With
the blinkers off and resuming, I think she'd probably not be part of the speed battle. Generally she balances up, and the blinkers coming off, she'll probably relax that a little bit better and get off the speed. The recent jump outs have been reasonably encouraging. You'd think that this run at 1,100 metres might have her ready for a race over a little bit further in another run or 2. 14 out, 15 Lemon Soju's rock solid at $4.40 for Robert Smurden and Ben Thompson. She's over-raced at times, but looked to going that little bit better last start. First run for the Smurden stable, gave a brave run sitting near the speed, but not over-racing too badly. That run should even further improve her, and she looks like she's improving her manners. And, of course, we scratched Ty Chiato, number 16 as well.